That'll sell tickets for the show.
Yeah, sure will.
That was quick.
Joe McElderry was nearly had his trousers down around his ankles a few minutes ago. Swapping the pop charts for tunes from the 80s, our next guests are no strangers to the limelight as an X Factor winner and 1/3 of the Sugar Babes. Joe McElderry and Amelle Berrabah have had the vocal credentials to command any stage they stand on.
Yes, with hits from the likes of Culture Club, Cyndi Lauper and Bucks Fizz, Club Tropicana will have you up on your feet dancing in the aisles. And join us now to tell us all about the show are Joe and Amelle. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
How are you? So, Club Tropicana, explain to us. It's a brand new show.
Yes.
So, what's the story?
There's so many stories, isn't
Look
there?
at the both of them go.
Do you know?
Yeah, so basically we have two people who are just about to get married and they have a bit of a drama at the wedding. The girl leaves the guy at the altar and they decide to jet off with their kind of, shall we say, stag and hen do parties to what they think is two separate hotels. One goes on the honeymoon and one goes to what they think is a different hotel. And they both, by complete coincidence, end up at the same, let's call it below average hotel called Club Tropicana.
Okay.
Where me and Amelle come into it. I play Gary, the entertainment's manager. Amelle plays Serena, the hotel manager.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a disastrous hotel. And we are up for inspection. We think we're going to get a terrible award. So we have all these ideas to put on events and a blind date
Gary
game.
has all these ideas.
I play
It
Gary.
sounds a bit like Benidorm.
It's very similar, kind of Love Island kind of esque.
Yeah, and obviously it all goes disastrously wrong. But it's comedy. It's brilliant comedy. It's honestly, we are having so much fun doing it, and it's just a laugh a minute. The great 80s tunes.
I was looking at some of the songs. I mean, if you like me, and I mean, you've from Dolly Parton to Frankie Goes to Hollywood, ABC, which I love, The Look of Love, Cyndi Lauper. I mean, it's amazing. So you're just going to know every single
you're gonna sing
song.
along to everything.
And that's the great thing. It's like 1 minute you're laughing your heads off, and then the next it turns into an absolute pop concert of just everybody up, singing along, dancing. Honestly, we've been doing it since January, and we're still having a great time.
Yeah. It must be such a tonic, is it? Like, I mean, in terms of feel-good factor, it has it in spades.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, it's got such a lovely atmosphere throughout it. There's not a moment where you feel bored. Like, it's not enough time to feel bored. Like, there's always something happening. There's always laugh. Then there's music. And, it's just a really great, uplifting, fun show.
And it looks like, because of the shots there, that it is the Love Island feel, so you're getting a younger audience, but then you get somebody older like me who loves all those music from the 80s who are like, want to go along and sing to all that.
Well, that's the great thing that we've had so far. We've had people coming for obviously the nostalgia of the 80s music, and then we've had the young people who have come to see what it's all about. But the great thing about 80s music anyways is it's still played on radio and television now. It's massively stood the test of time because, in my opinion, it's some of the best music there ever was.
It's not set in the 80s, is it?
Yeah, it's actually
so
we're literally big hair, very
How
colourful.
fun.
It's
and all
a
of the
lot fun.
references of the jokes and everything are all kind of little 80s references. But I think if you weren't born in the 80s, I wasn't born in the 80s.
I was. Speak for yourself.
But it's still, the way
I was barely born in the 80s.
the way the directors and the creatives have written it and everything, it's really kind of, you don't have to know a lot about the 80s to come and see it and enjoy it.
Yeah. And for yourself, Amelle, I mean, you're part of the Sugar Babes. I mean, you were so cool. You know, you pushed the envelope. It was edgy. Whereas this is just like cheesy pop now. Do you kind of like indulging that side of yourself?
Absolutely. Like, it's something I've always wanted to try and do as well. I just didn't know whether I would be good enough to do it, if you know what I mean.
And this was your stage debut.
Yeah, it's my stage debut.
As in a musical,
And I absolutely love it. Like, I love the live feel of doing it. And you see everyone's like big old smiles in the audience, and you just can't beat performing live. And I think because it's such a fun show as well, and the cast is absolutely great. We've all become very close friends.
We're very lucky.
Besties.
Yeah.
Was it nerve-wracking at the start?
Oh my goodness, yeah. I don't know if I even spoke very much at the very beginning.
Bless you.
I was so nervous.
And we'd both been doing other shows back home. So we literally came straight into rehearsals quite late.
Yeah, it was quite
And we didn't have that much time to learn everything. So it was a stressful, and obviously with a new show as well, you have no reference.
Yeah.
anything to work
Yes.
from
Yeah.
our
Look
previous
up information.
You know, when I've done jobs that I did Joseph, you can look
Yeah.
on YouTube at clips and see
Yeah.
how other people have done. We had no reference, so we were both a bit rabbit in the headlights in the rehearsals. Like, oh my god, is this going to work?
Yeah.
But it's the reviews have been fantastic, and the audiences just seem to love it, and that's obviously the best reward you can get.
Exactly.
And speaking of Joseph, I mean, you got rave reviews for Joseph. People are saying you were one of the best that they've
Oh, you
had.
were
I
that.
paid them well, you see.
I'm telling you, are you going to go and see the revival, Jason Donovan?
Hopefully, when we finish this in about a month's time, hopefully, if it's still on, I'm going to go. I'd be interested to see what they've done with it.
Yeah, Sheridan Smith.
It was 2 years
Is
of
she
my
the
life.
writer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's the
fantastic.
narrator.
Lovely.
It was 2 years of my life, and I've got really fond memories of that show. So I'll go for a bit of nostalgia.
I think
and
it's just a
sing along.
nostalgia to see Jason Donovan in it.
Yeah,
I think
that's
Sheridan
awesome.
Smith would be
It
just
is.
incredible in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So great. And of course, X Factor. Can we talk about X Factor? I
we
mean, in
can.
your win. And I mean, when you hear Club Tropicana, and then you go back to your time in X Factor with George,
I know.
and it's so poignant
Yeah.
and just that time it just comes around for you like that. So when this came up and you went, God, Club Tropicana, George Michael, my winning weekend at X Factor.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I still can't quite believe that I got to do that, you know, and to sing with, I mean, the man's a legend. And it's so sad that, you know, he's no longer here now. Because such a talent and such a nice man as well. And that was probably one of the highlights of the whole show for me, getting to do that. Because my mum is the biggest George Michael fan. So I grew up listening to all of his music.
Yeah.
And even, you know, we laugh now because when I phoned her, I found out really last minute. I think it was like the Thursday night at like midnight, he'd agreed to do the show. And they called me and said, you know, you're going to rehearse tomorrow. He's going to come on and sing Don't Let the Sun Go Down. And I phoned my mum and she's like, you're lying. You're lying. And she said, I had this feeling that the doors were going to open when you announced the person. Nobody was going to be stood there. But you're just incredible.
And even though you have a short, you know, such a small window of time with him, did you learn anything from him? And just seeing the way he operates?
Just to, you know what, you kind of expect somebody of that level. You kind of expect them to maybe not be that nice and not live up to your expectations. He was so polite. He was so friendly to everyone. He didn't want to come on stage and meet us. He wanted us to go backstage and walk on together for the duet and everything. And he made all of the harmony bits. I got all of the high parts of the song, so that it kind of, he was like, I want this to be your moment. And it just a lovely man. Like, nothing but nice things to say about me. He was so lovely.
And of course, Celebrity X Factor coming back in December.
Yes.
Are you doing it?
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but everyone seems to be
Everybody's
saying
saying they're not.
Yeah, because nobody wants to do it.
Well, Leona has signed. Leona and Alexander have signed to do it.
Have they?
Alexander,
Who taught you that? Who taught you that?
Now I've sources.
Well, we'll see, won't we? But I'm not doing it.
Why?
Are you definitely not doing
I'm
it?
definely not doing
Why
it.
would you not? Why would you not go back and do it a
Do you
big
know what?
week of it
I'm
doing?
going on tour. It's 10 years since I won the show, and I'm going on a solo tour through all of the time when the film will be happening. So I'm not available.
Oh.
There we go. That's what it comes down
Shane
to.
Ward said he wasn't doing it, and I think he is.
Yes, I know. I saw that as well.
Well, we'll find out when it's announced, won't we?
Yeah. Mel, can we talk babies? Because we have little ones around about the same age. You
really?
had your
Do
first
you?
baby. I had my third. You had your first last June.
Yes, I did.
Amira, is that her name?
Amira,
And
yeah.
what's it been like? What's the last year been like
It's
for
been
you?
amazing. It really has. Like, she didn't sleep for the first 3 months, which was
Well,
interesting to
that's
say the
normal.
least.
I
Didn't
look at
realise
her.
you can survive on that such little sleep.
She's so cute.
But oh, bless her, there she is. But yeah, no, then we've got into a routine. My husband's been amazing, like during this tour as well. Like,
Yeah.
really, he's.
She was only
pulled
6 months, of course, when you would have started.
Yeah,
so
so
that's tricky.
I was an absolute nightmare. Even just going to rehearsals, I'd be like calling and texting him, saying, "Make sure you remember to do this and this and this." And he's like, "Please, Amelle, stop! Like, just stop it," because it's hard to kind of let go, isn't it, and let
100%.
someone else kind of take control while you're not there. But he's been amazing. I love being a mother. I still can't believe she's mine. How old's yours? Your latest?
So yeah, June 8th is her
Oh,
birthday.
really? Oh, my God, they're literally... my daughter was born May 26th. June
Okay,
8th
yeah,
was
just
June.
a couple of weeks between them.
yeah.
Did you find getting back to work good in the sense of, okay, this is the old Amelle now. I remember this girl. You got to be yourself again in a way?
Like I've been saying, haven't I? Like I feel like because when I first started, I was a bit like a rabbit in the headlights, literally, because I hadn't spoken to any adults in such a long time. So I felt really weird talking to people.
But it's hard enough. I mean, I haven't got any children. It's hard enough doing this schedule anyway. So, with hats off to you guys. Like, when you've got a little life to look after, it's a big responsibility. And
can you bring her away with you then? If you're touring out? She comes with everything.
Absolutely amazing. Like the producer and everyone, they're like, anytime you want her, obviously I want her with me all the time. But
she's not on stage with you.
Pause the scene. 2 seconds. I just got to go into the wing.
Do time. Sorry. So they've been absolutely amazing, and they've never made me feel uncomfortable for having her if I've had to quickly rush out to do something because she's, have to change a nappy or whatever. I'm very grateful for that, and everyone's been amazing.
She's
the whole
so
cast.
cute.
So
when she comes in, everyone's like, "Oh!"
She's got a funny thing with you, hasn't she?
She doesn't
so
like me.
Funny.
She's terrified of us. Every time I go near her, she bursts out crying. It really makes us upset.
We need to figure out where it stems from, Joe. We need to.
Everybody else just like laughing away, and then I'll be like, "Hello."
She'll look at him and then go, change her face.
Tell me this about every band is getting back together now. The revivals have just been huge. I mean, from Steps doing arena tours, Westlife doing 160,000 people last week, and then all this Bewitched and everything doing the tour. Sugar
Bewitched are coming back as well.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I
love Bewitched.
Would you just get back together? I mean, if somebody came, even to go on a tour with other groups and do that big arena type of thing.
It's something that definitely comes up, and I think it's more of a thing about us being available at the same time, and how many. Should we go through all of the years? There's a few questions but I don't mind either way, to be honest. I think it's something that it should be celebrated. It's something that was an era,
great
a time.
Songs, and it's like you're talking about the era of those songs, the amount of Sugar Babe songs that people love.
And the memories that
the
they
memories.
Exactly. So it would be nice to maybe do a mini tour and then kind of put our hats down and be like, thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Closure.
So Club Tropicana, Board Gosh, when does it start?
What is the date? I actually don't know.
So that's why it's straight
It's July. It's July.
Later this
You can
month.
check out Board Gosh website for all the details.
I should know the date. That's terrible. I apologise.
It's in July. Looking forward to seeing it. Thank you both for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Now we're going to take a quick break. Lots more in RLDM in a few minutes. We'll see you then.